All right, people. Let me just get situated. All right, it's show time. I'm back. Now I know y'all been waiting for the video that you've been waiting for a very long time, and that is how to tell if the librarian, teacher, or any girl you see in the gym or in college or at work or anywhere is an undercover super freak. Now, the reason why I got to make this YouTube video is to explain to men who are called beta males, manginas, simps, things of the whole shebang. I got to explain it in this video because I said I was going to make a three-part series. And I guess I'll make a bonus video for black men called How to Get Black Women in 2017. There's still some black men that still find black women physically sexually attractive in 2017, and I'll make a bonus video for that a little later before the month is over or next month. Okay, we're looking good, we're looking strong. Gotta make sure my camera works, you know what I'm saying? Now, let's try to explain what is a super freak. See, a super freak is a girl that you see 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, but you never get to see her true personality. You never get to see the true essence of a person. When I took theater class, there was this theater technician that told me, do you realize that we as human beings, we act different lives every single day of our life? When you get a job interview, are you pretending to be yourself or you're pretending to be someone else? The answer is you're pretending to be someone else. You lie on a job interview. We all have lied on a job interview. Don't say you have never lied on a job interview. I lied on the job interview. This last job I got, working as a part-time janitor, I bullshitted my way to get the job. See, every time I tell the truth, denied, 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 denied for a long damn time. But when I bullshit just one time, I strike gold. And I'm here to tell you that is how the opposite sex works, women. Now, some women might get upset with me telling them their secrets to you men, but you see, women been kicking our ass for the last 15, 20 years. We've been getting our ass handed to us by beautiful, attractive women. We fail to pick up on the signs. Is she a good girl? Is she a bad girl? Is she a whore? Is she a slut? We can't see the signs. And the reason why we can't see the signs is because we don't pay attention to what's in front of us. You know how Floyd Mayweather Jr. said in professional boxing, I don't pay attention to what's behind me. I pay attention to what's in front of me. Well, guess what? You got to learn how to do what Floyd Mayweather Jr. does in and out of the boxing ring. Pay attention to what's in front of you, and that's what's behind you. That is common sense. Now, here's something that the pickup artists and the dating coaches are never going to ever tell you about the opposite sex of women. Women are looking for strong, powerful alpha males. Men that's bigger, stronger, faster, more athletic, that has money, looks, and status, basically. And you see, in order for you to pinpoint and figure out a woman's MO, you need to be able to think, I don't want to say think like a woman, but you need to be able to think like a cold calculating calculator. You need to be able to run numbers in your head simultaneously like that, like a computer. You need to be able to figure out what you're up against and then get some research. Now, before you buy a car, do you just up and buy a car because it looks nice? Or do you do what the commercial says, show me the Carfax? Like, has this car been in any car accidents? Has this car ever been fixed 15, 20 times? Does this car has insurance? Do I need to pay insurance for the car? Well, if you thought the same way you do with a house, an apartment, or a car, you should do the same thing with women. It will save you more money and more trouble in the future if you just did it that way. Now let me get into how you can tell a woman's a freak, a super freak. Clue number one, she keeps changing the color of her hair. If you get, and this is universal, black women, white women, Latino women, Asian women, women from Russia, Paris, France, London, England. If you get a woman that changed her hair red and she decides, I want to be a redhead, usually back in the early 1920s, early 30s, mid 40s, early 50s, a girl who had the color red, they would actually dignify her as a whore. They don't say it today in today's society, so they say she's a redhead. But back in the day, a girl who had red hair, they would call her a whore. I mean, you go look this stuff up in the history books or look it up on the internet, and you be blown the hell away with what you find when you research it. If a girl 1 minute has red hair, that is the first clue to let you know she is a freak. If she bleaches her hair blue, purple, green, yellow, pink, if she tries to bleach her hair of all the colors of the rainbow, that is the first sign that you're not dealing with the average woman. You're dealing with a super freak. Okay? The first giveaway is the color of her hair. Think about it. How many black women you see with a blonde weave, right? You see a girl with blonde hair, right? Well, guess what? That's telling you right there she's a freak. You go, well, that's got to be her natural hair color. No, her natural hair color is black, but she bleaches it blonde. So now she's got blonde hair. Then you see she's got red hair. Then there's purple violet. Then there's blue. Then there's green. Then there's orange. Then there's silver and black. All the hair colors that they bleach their hair on is letting you know, hey, I am a super freak. Basically, it's a nice way of a woman telling on herself without opening her mouth and saying it physically, and you don't think nothing of it. You just go completely past it. And she goes, oh my God, I bleached my hair red. How could he not notice? Is he a dumbass? Is he stupid? Is he dumb? She's telling you, but you don't see it. And you don't use this. You use this down here, but you're not using this. And that's what gets us into a world of trouble, not using this. The second clue is the way she dressed. If a woman wears something too tight, or a short mini skirt, or she wears some black leather pants where her butt cheeks is out, that is clue number two. She is clearly telling on herself once again. And that's the only clue you can pick up because you see them ass, you see them titties, and you go, God damn. But it's too late because she turned around and looked at you with that mad look like, why you looking? See, the thing is, she's playing what they call reverse psychology. She wants you to look. Now, that I gave you the first two clues, now let me explain to you what makes a woman become a slut. Why she turned into a slut. Why she decides to be a slut for about 10 years. See, back in junior high and high school, a lot of the girls that we call nerds, a lot of the girls that we call geeks, we rejected them once upon a time. Oh yes, I'm taking it there. See, when you see women like Amber Rose, Kim Kardashian, Black China, you see someone like Karine Steffens, all these women that you see do sex videos, porn, once upon a time, they got rejected by the basketball players, the football players, the baseball players, the soccer players. You know, they try to talk to bodybuilders, weightlifters, they got rejected. They try to talk to men that were making millions of dollars or billions of dollars, and they got rejected. So imagine being a woman in junior high and you get rejected for 3 years. But then you get to high school and you get rejected for 4 years. 3 plus 4 is 7 years. So for 7 years, a woman is getting rejected by basketball players, football players, baseball players, guys that do bodybuilding, weightlifting, track, soccer. And what happens after she's been rejected for 7 years? She starts reading books. She started looking at movies, television shows. She starts going to seminars. And what happens is she makes a metamorphosis transformation. She transforms into a completely new person 10 years later that's completely unrecognizable to you. And you see, she starts realizing that the girls that she was going to junior high and high school and college with were all whores and sluts. And then she said to herself, why am I trying to do the right thing when doing the right thing doesn't work? I've tried it 10 times. It's not getting me anywhere. It's like filling out a job application. You fill out a job application, and how many times do you have to realize that no matter how many times you fill out an application with a resume, and they still reject your resume and your application? A lot of times you hear them say it's because you have no cover page, right? But then there are some stories where you get the cover page, you give them a resume, you give them an application, and they still reject you. So you figure, oh, it's because I don't have no experience. You turn around and you get some more experience, and then they still reject you. Well, that is today's woman in 2017. So when a woman sees that something works, like actually works 100% effectively, what is she going to do? She's going to do everything in her power to get your invited attention. So when the girls wear the reading glasses and they got this big giant book bag full of books, that's a cover up. She's actually studying the anatomy of the human brain of a man. When she ain't going to school, when she ain't going to work, when she don't have to wash no clothes or feed her dogs or babysit her little brother, that woman is studying us. She is studying us to the T. That's why I said the last 15, 20 years, women have kicked our ass. And a lot of you men are tough, you're prideful, but you don't want to admit that the last 15, 20 years, women have got the drop on our ass. Doesn't matter if you're a black man, a white man, a Latino man, an Asian man, women got the drop on our ass. And we don't want to acknowledge it because it's embarrassing and it's a shame to have to admit, damn, women have kicked our ass the last 15, 20 years. They have. And they've been using sex to kick our ass. And we ain't looked at the signs on why we're getting our ass kicked. Here's another tip. You ever notice that a woman in the library does so much research in one day that is the reason why she's able to figure out what kind of man you are without asking you? And that's how come she's able to be 2 or 3 or even 4 steps ahead of us. See, I'm telling you common sense. I'm telling you something that the pickup artists and the dating coaches do not have the balls to tell you to your face when they charge you $500 to $1,000 at these pickup artist seminars. I'm telling you common sense. Think about it. If you don't have to go to work, if you don't have to go to school, pay your bills or babysit or wash clothes or play video games, wouldn't it make sense to go to a library and read up on women's history so you can know what you're up against? Because that's like a big help to figuring out what you're up against. Seriously, it's like when you play basketball. You notice that the basketball coach always watches 3 to 6 hours of film on the team that he's going up against. Same thing with the New England Patriots. Do you ever see the New England Patriots just play football against all the teams in the NFL without no research? Hell no. You see Bill Belichick and Tom Brady in a locker room for 4 hours looking at film of the Philadelphia Eagles. They're watching film of the Pittsburgh Steelers. They're getting ideas from those videos so when they play the Philadelphia Eagles, when they play the Pittsburgh Steelers, or the Miami Dolphins, which is their arch nemesis, they know what they're up against. So when they get on that football field, they don't have no excuses whatsoever what the hell they're up against. So when they win a football game, it's because it was based off of the footage of studying an opponent's movements. What did Bruce Lee say in the martial arts? Bruce Lee said that when I contract, I expand. When I expand, I contract. When there's an opportunity, I don't hit back. It hits all by itself. Basically, what Bruce Lee is saying in a metaphor that if you figure out your opponent before your opponent can figure you out, you'll win 99.99% of the time. If you do the same thing with basketball, football, and martial arts and boxing, you watch film, then you need to start studying what women do so you can be 2 to 4 steps ahead of women. That means when you take a woman out to lunch and dinner, pay attention to all the signs that are in front of you. Sign number one, she bleaches her hair different hair colors: red, blonde, purple, purple violet, red violet, green, blue, orange, pink, black and silver. Pay attention to how she bleaches her hair color. Number two, pay attention to the way she dressed. Now, what a girl does is like night and day. A woman in the daytime will say, well, I'm going to the library for about 2 hours. But as soon as it turns 6, 7 o'clock at night, she's at the nightclub. She transforms into a woman completely overnight. You know, there's the lipstick, there's the makeup, there's the tight clothes, the ass and titties is out, and that body looking tight, and she look as fine as hell. Now here come you coming to the club going, damn, homegirl got body like back. Doesn't matter if it's a black woman, a white woman, or a Latino woman. They all do the same procedure. They all study our behavior. And when a woman studies our behavior, that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. Because she sees everything you do 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Clue number 3, the music that she listens to. If it's R&B music that's making reference to having sex, that ought to tell you what kind of person you're dealing with. You might say, well, that don't mean nothing. That's just songs. Everybody listens to songs that make reference about sex. No, no, no. Get some white powder and slap yourself 10 damn times. If a woman is listening to some Genuine, Usher, Art Kelly, Trey Songz, Drake, Lil Wayne, if she listening to songs like that, that's making reference to hitting it from the back, that should tell you what kind of woman you're dealing with. If it's a white woman and she listening to some NSYNC, some Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, New Kids on the Block, Justin Bieber, Justin Timberland. If you get a white girl listening to songs like that, that ought to tell you what you're up against. Okay? I'm trying to put y'all up on some game. Yeah, I'm trying to put y'all up on some game. I'm trying to help y'all out. So sign number 1 is not the clothes. Sign number 1 is she colors her hair too much. Sign number 2, look at the way she dressed. Sign number 3, the music. Now there is a number 4. Number 4 is what type of men she always keeps trying to go after. If you paid attention to the men that she be going after, that would help you out tremendously. If she keeps going to basketball and football games, again, you're getting signs that that's what kind of girl she is. See, a lot of us be like, well, she just want to go to the basketball game or the football game. That's being stupid and silly because you look at it as it's just a basketball game or a football game. If she goes to the football game or basketball game with a group of 3 to 6 women, that should be a red flag to you that you're dealing with a super freak. Because if she was going to the basketball or football game by herself, you might be concerned, but if she's going with 3 to 6 women, you should be very greatly concerned. See, this is something that the pickup artists and the dating coaches would never tell you. They would charge you $500 or $1,000 to learn this information. And the reason why they do this to you is because they see money. They see opportunity. I'm here to give you common sense. Now, when a woman get caught cheating on her boyfriend, she wants to get caught. She wants to see that terrified look on his face that, oh my God, my woman cheated on me. She wants that reaction. And you see, a lot of you nice guys And a lot of you are beta males, you whine and you bitch and you complain. I can't believe she was a freak. I couldn't believe that she was a hoe. She ain't wearing no panties. See, when a woman ain't wearing no panties, that's clue number 5. She's letting you know that she's a freak. Again, all the clues that I'm telling you, women throw out there to see if you're a smart, intelligent man or if you're a stupid dumbass. And when women got to throw out 5 clues or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 clues and you still can't catch it, guess what happens to you after a while in a relationship? She cheats on your ass with a football player, a basketball player, a baseball player. You get cheated on with a bodybuilder, a weightlifter. You ever come to the house and you hear sex and all of a sudden you go upstairs and it's your girlfriend having sex with a bodybuilder from the gym? You being buddy with the gym instructor, but the gym instructor is banging your girlfriend. They make rap songs about it. E40, Too Short, 50 Cent. You wonder why you a bitch? You better listen to those rap songs. Those rap songs is giving you some real game, some real advice. When you start thinking stupid and you don't pay attention to the signs, it's letting you know that you're dealing with a super freak. Here goes another clue. Smoking and drinking. If a woman asks you for cigarettes, you should pay very close attention to why she wants to smoke a cigarette. That's when she's going to tell you, yeah, I love smoking cigarettes. If a woman tells you she steals something from the store, oh, by the way, I did shoplifting. Once again, those are all signs that let you know I'm a freak. I'm a super freak. I get down like that. See, a lot of nice guys, a lot of good guys who pay their bills, you do your taxes, you refuse to believe that the woman that you're so in love with is not like that at all. But your girlfriend ain't gonna tell you that she likes to go to basketball and football games and fantasize of being ravaged by a football player or a basketball player. Your girlfriend's not gonna tell you that she went to 24-hour fitness or LA Fitness at the gym and she got the hots with the gym instructor. She's not gonna tell you that. But when she get caught, you notice that when she get caught, she all nice and calm and relaxed about it, and you're the only one that's emotional because she wanted to get caught. That's the thing that people don't get. She wanted you to catch her in the act of being a whore and a slut because she want to see that reaction from you. She want to see, are you terrified that I'm a whore, that I'm a slut? Does it turn you off or does it turn you on that I'm a whore and a slut? See, that's why alpha males don't be all surprised when they get a girl that has too much lipstick, too much makeup, she don't wear no panties, no bra, she got the tattoos and the body piercings. There goes another clue right there for you. Clue number 6 and 7. Tattoos and body piercings. If a woman has got a lot of tattoos, a lot of body piercings, I'm talking about her nose, her lips, her tongue, her belly button, her vagina, if all the body parts of her body has been pierced, once again, that ought to tell you what kind of woman are you messing with. See, it's easy when a woman just straight out show you what you're dealing with. It's easy, but it's hard when you can't find no tattoos, you can't find no body piercings, she's wearing her panties, and she ain't got her no color hair. So then we call this freak, we call her freak number 2. I'm gonna hide everything from you freak. When you get a girl that has no tattoos, no body piercings, she's still a freak. Just because a woman don't have no body piercings and no tattoos, don't mean she still ain't no freak. She will hide all of that stuff from you. And then when she see an alpha male, she shows off in front of the alpha male. So this is only part 1 of how to tell if she's an undercover super freak. Part 2, I'm going to talk about why going to the library and going to the park and various places to have sex with is how you catch a super freak. I'm about to tell you that in part 2.